Hello everybody, it's me jonesrmj here. Today is a big day for my YouTube channel. If you go into my channel page and click on more where my channel description is and scroll down, you will see that on this day, exactly 10 years ago, was the day that I created my channel. In other words, my channel turns 10 years old today. Now, of course, I'll say the typical cliche things like, I can't believe it's already been 10 years, and it doesn't feel like it's been so long, but it's honestly true. Throughout that time, this channel has been through some ups and downs and has gone through many phases. And I just want to thank everyone that has watched my videos and supported the channel, whether you've been watching from the very beginning or if you've just discovered my channel recently. In this video, I would like to discuss a little about the state of the channel, give you some insights into some analytics you don't really see too often, and discuss a little bit about the future of this channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. So after 10 years of YouTube, where is my channel at right now? Well, I'm currently sitting at around 4,130 subscribers and almost 1 million total views. On one hand, those numbers may not seem that impressive compared to other YouTube channels, as I can think of many cases of channels much younger than mine that have grown substantially larger. However, that has never discouraged me. Sure, it would be nice to have millions of subscribers and the feeling of accomplishment to achieve such a feat, but the main purpose of my YouTube channel has never been about the number of views or subscribers. It's always been about sharing my interests and knowledge on topics I'm interested in with the world. Ever since I was in elementary school, I've always had interests that were not very common with people my age. While most kids that age were into things like football, running around, acting cool, and doing whatever it took at the time to fit in, I was interested in things like cities, skyscrapers, architecture, technology, transportation, etc. And these interests have only grown stronger as I've gotten older and learned more about them. Since I've always found it really hard to relate to other people my age throughout my life, I wanted to create a YouTube channel as a way to try and find other people out there that do share my interests. Since then, I've uploaded all kinds of videos on various things I'm interested in, such as gaming, technology, architecture, urbanism, transportation, and much, much more. That being said, it can be very tricky growing a channel that covers a wide variety of topics though, as some of my audience may only be interested in certain types of content I make. For example, one of my biggest channel growth spikes happened when I made a series of videos covering airport projects. This likely brought in an audience that likes aviation, but maybe wasn't that interested in my other content. Eventually, to be honest, I got a little bored of making airport project videos and wanted to do other content, but when I did, my channel growth slowed down a lot. In addition, as you get older, you carry a lot more responsibilities and don't have as much time to dedicate to your hobbies. When I started going to college, I didn't really have the time to upload videos as frequently as I used to, and therefore my channel growth only continued to slow even more. While this may be disappointing at times as I would like to see my channel grow more, I still think about the core reason I created my channel, to share my interests and knowledge on topics I'm interested in with the world. That at times may mean I see good growth if I'm covering topics that are popular and or the algorithm is aligned with, but it also means there are times where I won't really see any growth at all, and I think that is okay. YouTube at the end of the day is a hobby for me, not a career. And so doing content creation for me right now is more about the enjoyment than it is about making money from it, as I will have a full-time job for that. That being said, I do still really enjoy content creation on YouTube, so I will continue to do it when I have time in the future, regardless of if my channel ever grows big or not. When you do something for 10 years, you start to really evaluate where you're at and think about evolution. My YouTube channel has carried the same iconic jonesrmj logo for 10 years now, and while I think it has aged well, it's time for a slight upgrade. I created that logo all the way back in 2015 before I had graphic design software, so I literally drew it in the Scratch paint editor. And while it doesn't look all that bad considering that, it definitely could use some improvement. So, I present to you the new jonesrmj logo. It carries the same iconic style as before, but with some nice enhancements and even some Easter eggs. You also will notice that the buildings at the bottom are all real buildings rather than generic ones. I drew the outlines of a mix of skyscrapers from my two favorite cities, New York City and Chicago. You can see many iconic buildings here, such as the Empire State Building, Chrysler Building, Sears Tower, One World Trade Center, and more. See if you can name all of the buildings in my new logo in the comments. In addition to that, I will also make some slight updates to the branding of my channel. You will notice that this video has my 5th iteration of thumbnail design throughout the channel's history, and I've also updated the channel banner as well. All of these changes will help give the channel a fresh appearance while maintaining its iconic character. Let me know your thoughts on these updates in the comments. As I've discussed earlier, my channel is currently sitting at around 4,130 subscribers and almost 1 million views. But these are the boring analytics that everybody can see. What about some of the special analytics, including some that only I can see on YouTube Studio? Let's take a look together. First, my most popular video. That title goes to How to Measure the Height of Any Building Using Google Earth, which has racked up over 140,000 views. However, the title for my most liked video actually goes to my second most popular video, which is Chicago's $8.5 million mega airport project, which got over 1,400 likes. Now let's see how many countries there are with people that have watched my videos. As far as the top 5 go, the United States of course comes in at number 1 with 532,000 views. Next is the United Kingdom at 58,000 views. Then it's followed by India with 39,000 views, Canada with 29,000 views, and Australia rounding out the top 5 with 16,000 views. That all makes sense as 4 of those 5 countries are predominantly English-speaking countries. Continuing down the list, I've also had people watch my videos from the Philippines, United Arab Emirates, Germany, Malaysia, Mexico, Indonesia, Brazil, the Netherlands, France, Japan, Spain, Italy, Singapore, New Zealand, Pakistan, Sweden, Thailand, Bangladesh, Switzerland, South Africa, Hong Kong, Ireland, Taiwan, South Korea, Vietnam, Norway, Saudi Arabia, Puerto Rico, Portugal, Colombia, Belgium, Greece, Poland, Denmark, Austria, Israel, Kenya, Cambodia, Qatar, Nepal, Finland, Nigeria, Russia, and I guess I'll stop there because it's a long list, but it is 98 countries in total that have watched my videos. Now, what I find really cool about this is that I have gotten views from at least a few countries from every continent on Earth, minus Antarctica, of course. Narrowing things down to which cities have viewed my channel, the top 5 in this category are New York City, Chicago, Abu Dhabi, London, and Los Angeles. None of these are really too surprising except for Abu Dhabi. I wasn't expecting that to be in the top 5. Next up, looking at the age range of viewers, and we can see the majority of my viewers are around 25 to 34 years old, which makes sense to me. And then when looking at gender, the vast majority of my viewers are male at 85.6%, compared to just 14.4% of my viewers being female. Now let's see what type of device most of you like to use when watching my content. Mobile phones comes in first with over 400,000 views, followed by computers close behind with 331,000 views, TVs at 163,000 views, and tablets at 114,000 views. Looking more specifically at operating systems, and first place goes to Android, followed closely by iOS, then Windows, Mac, some various smart TV operating systems, and some views from Xboxes, PlayStation, and Nintendo consoles. Now, since I do have people all over the world watching, let's see which languages are most commonly selected for subtitles. After English, it goes Spanish, then Indonesian, then Arabic, then French, then Italian, then Portuguese, then Japanese, then Korean, and then a couple more. These are quite fascinating analytics to look at, but it makes me happy to see people all over the world enjoy my content. Finally, I would like to briefly talk about my future plans for this channel. To put it simply, I will keep going with my original mission for it, which again is to share my interests and knowledge on topics I'm interested in with the world. Unfortunately, as I continue to get older and carry more responsibilities, I won't be able to upload as frequently or consistently as I used to, but I will always do my best to upload great content whenever I can. I also will continue to cover the various topics that I have covered over the years, but I do have some thoughts and ideas for some potential new content in the future. All I can say in regards to that is stay tuned. To wrap up, it's been a great 10 years of making content for you guys. Being able to share my interests and knowledge on topics that I'm really passionate about has been such a great experience on a platform like YouTube. I may not be the biggest channel out there or anywhere near that, but I'm grateful to have garnered the support that I have over the years. Thank you to everyone that has watched and supported my channel. I hope that I can continue to educate and entertain people with my content and that people will continue to enjoy and get value from it. As always, if you enjoy my content, be sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss my future content. It also helps me out a ton. Thanks again for watching and for being a part of my channel, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.